What's up,
Hey!
everybody? We just went live a second ago.
We think.
We thought, and I was like, did that work?
Did it work? So if you see a video that it's just like 30 seconds of us going, did that work?
I don't even think it was 30 seconds. It was like
5 seconds.
Welcome to Marriage Monday on a Tuesday with Nick and Nikki. That is us. We are
Hello.
here. We are here for you.
We are here for you.
So we just celebrated our 15th anniversary.
We did, yep. And last week we did a video and we were going to talk about the 15. I cannot talk today.
The 15.
We're going to talk about the 15 things we've learned in 15 years.
Yep.
But when we were writing our list, we ended up with 17 things. And then when we started our list, Nick read like number 4 first.
Don't
and
judge
then it got
me.
us confused.
Don't judge me.
So I literally don't know what points we went over last week with our numbers.
Well, it's just different things we've learned.
So we're going to just keep sharing on that today, actually.
We're going to keep sharing.
We're going to keep sharing on that. And if we hit a point 2 times, then you know what? It is what it is, right? That's just how it is.
It is what it is. So, what day is it? Happy Tuesday, but what date is it? It's almost May. I cannot believe that.
I should scoot towards you a little bit. See how there's like a gap over there? Look on there.
Yep.
You want to scoot a little bit?
It's fine, babe. You look
Okay.
great. You look beautiful. Where are you guys watching from? Do us a favor. Share this. If you have anybody that is single, dating, engaged, get them this stuff so they date right, marry right. If you know anyone who's married, obviously we all want to have healthy marriages. Nobody gets married hoping it sucks. So, and yeah, seriously. So because of that, if you have somebody you love, care about, that you feel would really grow from these, please send it to them directly. We want to grow this community. We want to support you. We want to hear from you. So like we have it on the screen. If you are...
Email us.
Yeah.
mmoat@ghow.net. If there's like a question or a topic or something that you want us to go live on Tuesdays, just email us.
Yep, we want to talk.
That's all you gotta do.
We don't want to just be on here like just chirping.
Like,
you know
yeah,
what I
we
mean?
want to build
Tommy G.
community. We want to build relationship with you, and
Yep.
and we want to be a source of hope and help and encouragement to anyone that's married or has been married or thinking about getting married, whatever.
Get it. So Tommy G's on. What's up, baby? Miss you. Hoping you're
Tom.
feeling better. So keep me updated on how you're doing. So yeah, guys. Well, last week we talked about 15 things. Like we said, we learned in 15 years. The list is really just massive.
The list is very massive because even just thinking about who we were 15 years ago, we're completely different people, you know?
And that was
In a
what we
good
talked
way.
about last week. Is that it's okay for your spouse to change. A lot of times people are like, you changed. People say we grew away from each other, or we just grew too differently, or we became two different persons. It's like, well, then be intentional that your growth and the change that you experience complements one another rather than competes.
Yeah, and even your preferences and things that you like, that could change. And what's exciting about that when you're married for a long time is that it makes, you know, discovering your spouse a continual thing, which we should be doing, is constantly pursuing one another and continuing to know and figure out who is this person. Even though you think you know that person, tomorrow I could have a whole different thing I like to do or something. You know, you never know. So continually discovering and figuring out who that person is very important, and we've learned to do that over the years.
Yeah. And that's how we actually took our anniversary. Like, she wanted to go to a place that, like, I'm cool. I enjoyed it, but it's not my typical cup of tea. It's not like how I vibe. We went camping in our camper.
Into nature.
Into nature and, like, kayaking that took 4 times longer than we expected. But... you know, like there's a part of me that had to come to realize, like, dude, we just like different things, and so there's give and take, and that's something we learned from. Was it EXO or was it Love and Respect? That it's like people say marriage is half 50-50. It's not. It's 100-100 because sometimes I do stuff I don't want to do because I value her, and sometimes she does stuff that she doesn't want to do because she values me.
Yep.
Like I know when I say Texas Day Brazil, you're not going. Yes.
No, I mean, it's more your thing, but
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
So, like, what we did was more your thing. But, we had a good time.
Which that was funny. Do you want to tell them about the kayak? Because that was really
Go
funny.
for it.
So we went to kayak, and there's 2 different routes we could have taken, a 4-mile and a 10-mile one. And we went into the store talking to this guy, and he's like, "Oh, you're kayaking." He goes, "Oh, the 4-mile, you're going to be done in less than an hour. Less than an hour. The river's moving so fast." And I'm like, dang.
That's what they said.
I was like, "Babe, we should do the 10-mile." I'm like, it's only going to be, he said it's going to be like 3 hours. Mm-hmm. We should do the 10-mile.
If we would have done the 10-mile, y'all would have been doing our marriage counseling today.
Yes. Luckily, we didn't do the 10-mile. We did the 4-mile, but about, what was it like? We were about 2 hours in, I think.
We were at least over an hour.
I don't know.
No, we were over an hour in, and I'm like...
I looked at my GPS, though, and I realized we still had like 3 miles to go, and we had already been out there so long. And I was like, we should probably start paddling. Well, it ended up 4 hours later. Yeah, it was a long trip. But it was fun, and I'm glad we didn't do 10-mile because we would have both been very upset because I did not know it was going to take that long. Sometimes that happens. You don't know something's going to take so long, and then it does, and then, I don't know.
So one thing I've learned in 15 years is when she wants to do something and she's pretty much set on it, the details don't really matter. She just needs to know there's a way and there's a place and it's on. And so, like, it didn't matter. She's just whimsical like that. And that's cool. That's good. But that's the stuff that we have to learn. We have to learn these things.
It was funny.
I actually loved it. We had somebody told us today that they were encouraging one of their family about marriage. And they said, it's important that you realize that your spouse is gonna drive you nuts. Mm-hmm. They're gonna do things that irk you. Mm-hmm. They're gonna piss you off. They're gonna depress you sometimes. They're gonna
hurt your feelings. Drop the ball. It happens.
Yeah, and I love what she said. It wasn't like it's okay. She's like, when you want to magnify, and this is something I've learned in 15 years because honestly, the way that she said this today to us, was like, wow, like that was a good way of saying it. They're gonna come in and they're gonna do something that drives you nuts. Now you can magnify that one thing that's driving you nuts, or even the few things that are driving you nuts. Mm-hmm. Or you can start to think about all the other stuff that your spouse has done for you, all the things they do right. And I think I think magnification is write it down in your notes, put it in the chat. Watch what you magnify. Mm-hmm. I love what the Bible says, magnify the Lord your God. Yep. That means make him big. And so be careful what you magnify. That is something I've learned. So they said you could either come in the door and you go, wow, you forgot to take the garbage out, you idiot. Or, man, I wish you would have done the dishes before you left. Or, oh, why didn't you fill the car up with gas or whatever. Or you can go, hey, I hope you had a great day. Thanks for going to the grocery store. Thanks for going to work today. Or thank you for calling me today. Thank you for X, Y, or Z. Thanks for taking the kids to school. It's amazing how we become so focused on magnifying the wrong things.
Yeah, and you can waste, another thing that they were saying was a lot of us only have so much time with our spouse and our family. Like, think about your job. How many hours a day are you guys separated at your jobs? And then you have children maybe, and how much separation do you go throughout the week? And then you have these little times of moments together. Do you really want to waste those little moments being upset about the garbage can or being upset about something that in 5 years it's not going to matter? Or do you want to focus on, like, hey, we have this time right now, let's celebrate one another, let's love on one another, and let's not ruin this night, let's not ruin this time together, because your time is so precious and so valuable.
Yeah, and I saw this a couple weeks ago. I was sharing this with a young man I'm investing in, and just teaching about marriage and life. The average American family, so this is the best and the worst, okay? And think about all the billionaires who live in America who have 24 hours a day to do this. The average American family spends 6 hours of quality time together a week. 6 hours. That's
crazy.
Yeah.
I think we should all look at our week and start writing down what you spend your time doing at each day.
Turn the chat off.
Because then the other thing that happens is when you have time together, if you're on your phones or you're not being intentional with one another, that's just throwing time down the trash. And it's such a waste, and I think we all need to evaluate that. That's definitely something we've learned over the years.
Yeah, well, Jack said it. Our stepdad, he said the other day, he's like, it's so weird when people come over to see me, but then everybody sits down and stares at their phone.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because I say it all the time that one of my greatest regrets was how much time I spent either on my phone or unnecessarily busy before when my mom passed away. I looked back at all those times that we could have stayed up a little longer or put our phones down or whatever, and we didn't. Yeah. And so that sucks. Hi, guys. Jamie, good to see you on. I'm excited. 25 years of marriage and still learning. Love that. Got to have you and Matt on and praying for you. I know you had a rough weekend, praying for healing over you and your family and in your home and in Jesus' name. So, guys, her little girl won the date book a couple weeks ago.
I can't wait to hear how their dates have been.
Jenny missed you guys. Yes, want to hear about that. And then Kim is on. Hi, Kim. Hello, Kim. Yeah. Kim Lorraine. I never really see her whole name, so that's fine. Kim Lorraine.
One thing we were just talking about is the time, valuing that time that you have. That's actually on one of our points we wrote down of the 17 things that we've learned over the 15 years. But it was to truly treasure time and family time together. Treasure your time together. So I feel like that just hits that point so well. We've both I can't talk today. I hate when that happens. my words get all tongue-tied. But we have both experienced loss in our lives. His mom passed away. I've lost my dad, my grandparents, which you've also lost my grandparents because you were close to them. So we've experienced that loss, and I know you guys watching, you have probably experienced some kind of loss, and there's just nothing that can bring back the time that you throw away, that you waste, and you're not even realizing it. It's just little bit here, a little bit there, and it adds up to such a large amount. And I think about it all the time, man, I wish I would have spent more time calling, Mimi. I wish I would have, but you can't. But all you have now is the time you have now. So with me and you, I don't want to waste a minute of that time and look back and be like, oh, wow, look at all the time we wasted arguing or on our phones or about stupid stuff.
You really just rung a bell. And it's really funny because I know it's gonna drive you nuts, but you're gonna hate this.
I don't know.
So I was dating a girl who worked at a nail salon.
Is it because you're talking about a girl you dated?
Yeah. when I lived in Ohio, and
you mean I'm not the only girl ever you've loved
guys,
and dated?
Is the audio peaking? Because it looks like it's
probably
peaking.
me. When I get loud,
if it's too loud, let us know. We'll turn it down. But yeah, I was dating a girl in Ohio before I ended up moving to Arizona. And I told you I was in a season where I ran from God. I was very upset with ministry. And I decided the Lord had put a Pastor Jerry Roth, found me, and I had prophesied. And while I was running from God, I prophesied and prayed over his daughter. And she went and told her dad. He came and he was a big part of helping me turn my heart back to the Lord in a very painful time. So I decided I was going to change everything about my life. And that's actually the one girl that I was dating that I was like, hey, I don't want to live like the world anymore. I want to do it God's way, blah, 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 blah. And we broke up. So, but she was working at a nail salon, and it was called Carpe Diem, and I didn't know what that was. I was like, what does that mean? And she said, it means seize the day. And it's very interesting because I remember her saying that and it ringing a bell then where I was like, Carpe Diem, dude. And this is a very common saying, seize the day. But seizing the day means treasure every minute. It means capitalize on every opportunity. That's why, guys, I'm going to be honest. We love investing, but today is a very crazy day. It has been a very wild day in multiple ways. And so streaming today is not like at the top of our, I really, really, really want to do this today. But it is part of our Carpe Diem. Because this is our day, and this is the day where we want to meet with you and give you a part of us. This is a part, and so this was like Marriage Monday was a way for us to go from trying to help one couple at a time to as many as possibly want to talk about these things that God has shown us through his word and through our marriage. It's so nuts that you said, the way you said that just really resonated with me, where I was hit by that saying, carpe diem, like seize the day. And that's, I think, helped when I decided to leave everything and follow God to Arizona and leave everything. Like, that was actually behind it. What am I doing? I can't waste my time.
Yeah.
And like, why would you sit with someone who's going to die one day and treasure something you're going to upgrade one day?
Write that down. That's serious. Yeah.
Oh, it hurts my heart.
It hurts.
It kind of actually makes me want to cry.
Honestly,
I think about Mimi and Pop.
It
like,
does
we bought
hurt.
them.
And I know you're probably watching this and you might be like, but like, it's okay, because there's nothing you can do about what has been done. There's nothing you can't.
It just sounded like Kamala Harris. That's saying, what did she say? We must be unburdened by what has been. I forget how she. I actually like that saying. I don't know why people are making.
All right,
fun
well,
of it,
going back to this is Niki quote. Okay, what's done is done. You know, like the past. Now I feel like
Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata. The past is the past. What?
You gotta put your
behind in your past. No, you gotta put your past behind you. I just saw that moment. Movie quote. Oh, yeah. You're cute.
But what I'm trying to say is we have right now, you know, and we have going forward every opportunity in front of us. One thing I started doing, I don't know if it was like last year or the year before, but I could never get in a rhythm and stay consistent of like working out and being healthy. I would do it for like a couple months and then I'd give up, right? Like we'd go out of town and I would just like, all right, whatever. It's, you know, it is what it is. But I changed my mindset like last year or the year before. I can't remember when, but I changed my mindset and I said, I went from being someone who like is trying to work out, like, oh, I'm going to try to do my workout, to someone that I work out. Like, yep. I changed the way I saw myself as I am a person that I work out daily and I eat healthy. Like, that is who I am. It's not what I'm trying to do. It's who I am. And changing my mindset about that, I feel like captured my days better, because it wasn't like just missing a day. It was like, no, this is who I am. Like, I'm not going to miss this day because this is what I do. And I think we have to have that same mindset with our marriage. Mm-hmm. It's like, don't miss that day. Don't miss that moment. This is your marriage. This is who we are. We do this. We have our date nights. We spend time together. When we're eating at the table, we're not on our phones. We're a family that engages with one another. We're a family that loves the Lord and worships together and going to church. Yeah. Just changing your mindset of, I'm trying to do this, to this is who I am and this is what I'm going to do. Look how many families aren't. This is something we learned, guys. This is literally like value. So here's the lesson in it. Write it in the comments. Value your time. Put value to your time. This is why I stopped. There was little things I used to do and I'm like, I'll do it. But then I was like, wait, that takes me 3 hours to do or 4 hours to do, plus the amount of money it cost me to get the materials, blah, 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 blah. And then that's not even counting the stuff I would waste because I'm not good at X, Y, or Z. So I'm like, you know what, dude, it would be cheaper for me to have somebody else do that so I can use my time in other ways. Mm-hmm. And that wasn't always true, but it has become more and more true as time has passed. Yeah. But I just think it's so crazy how many times we see families who didn't invest in their kids, and then they don't understand why their kids don't value coming home and family time. And like, you never come to see me. How many moms and dads go, my kids never come to see me, but like they didn't grow up making intentional family time. You know, those things matter. Or they grew up and they did what Peter Pan did in Hook, you know, Robin Williams, where it was like he forgot about the joy and the love and the laughter. He got all busy with the phone. Yep. And even then, when it was just a cell phone without any text messaging or anything, he was hooked on the phone. Yeah. So I think if there's anything you and I have learned in 15 years, losing your dad, losing a stepmom, losing my mom, losing Mimi and Pop, and so many other people,
that's just our immediate
that's just
family.
our
That's not,
immediate.
yeah, like that's not all the beautiful people in our church. That it's like, dang, man, I wish we'd had one more lunch. I wish we would have made more time. We're in such a hurry that we're missing everything. And how many people do we know they're doing everything they can do to try to stay in their marriage, but they've developed a whole marriage that had nothing to stay for? It's like, other than the fact that you're like, now you see it, now you regret it, now you're going to miss it, now you're like, I wish I could go back and we could fix those. Well, you can, but the only way you do that is you start today.
Yes.
Anybody can do anything in a wildfire. I mean, even people can pick up, severe thunderstorm warning in effect. Destructive
winds.
Take shelter.
Guys.
All right. Keep talking.
Your phone was. What did Jenny say?
Hold on. I have to go check on our student ministry. So please continue this thought. I need to figure out if we need to.
Okay, why don't we wrap it up then, babe?
No, I want you to share.
No,
how far away?
Let's just wrap up the video.
Oh, I don't want to wrap up.
It's okay.
I love y'all so much.
We have so many points, and we're gonna continue this next week. But yeah.
I think what we do to this week, guys, as homework, sit down and really look at how much time you're doing what you're doing. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to strip everything away. Maybe you just need to add your family into that. So like you and I, you and I are an anomaly. We do pretty much everything together. But there are things that we don't, and I'm like, hey, would you want to do that with me? Now she's like, hey, can we go to Ulta? I'm like, get a girlfriend. Go to Ulta. But there are other things that it's like, you know what, we'll do this together. So I cut the grass, she pulls weeds. It's just little things. So if you're like, oh, I got to watch my TV show, you might be hooked on TV and you need to pray about that. But maybe it's a show you can watch together.
Yeah.
And ladies, don't give up on us men. Okay, we act like we don't like stuff, but then we always like it on the other side. So, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, that being said, guys, I think we do what you said. We need to assess how much time we're doing what we're doing, how much time you're in the bathroom, how much time you're in the shower, and which is something you can do together. So that's redeemable. Bathroom, no, don't come in. Shower, any day, open for business. Let's go. So, you have how much time are you spending on the phone? How much time are you spending on Facebook? How much time are you?
That's good.
I don't know. Just
track it.
Yeah, and then ask your spouse to do the same, and then work together. Don't jab each other. Don't pull out scissors for their list. You only pull out scissors for your list, and then you guys talk about it.
Yes, that's so good.
Yeah,
awesome.
I think you nailed it. You really you made me think.
That's good.
Yeah. All
well,
right,
we love you guys so much, and I'm excited for next week because we still got a whole big old list here of things we want to tell you.
And we may not talk about it. We may talk.
No,
we may do something. Well, we might not. We might get into something else. You guys email us. Let us know what you would like to hear from a biblical perspective or from my life experience, and then also let us know, because that lets us know what guests to bring in and how to bring them in and what to talk about.
Yep.
That being said, we love you guys.
Love you guys.
Fight for it, sucker. Let's
See
go.
ya.
All right. How do we get out of here? Right here, right here, right here. Love you guys. We know what we're doing. We're just playing.
I don't know.